kicks on, my room, or I guess my bed. I'm like right. We're in the second story, but we're kind of above the actual AC unit. So whenever it kicks on, bro, it's like a loud like hum, and then it just like kicks on, and it's like loud, and like now that you mention it, I'm like, dude, I'm nervous that one of these days it's just gonna be like, nah, I ain't gonna turn on no more. And the same thing.
You guys probably have like some dude that works like maintenance for the apartment complex, so you could.
Yeah,
I honestly, I would set up some kind of ticket for him to just check out the spot because
yeah, that's probably fair.
he probably is his work spot is probably within the area of the apartment complex versus the dude I call is my dad's friend, and he, he's all around town all day, and I call him, and then he's like, oh, I'll see what time I get off. Gets off at 4, and obviously he doesn't want to fucking come over here. But I remember, dude, some nights where it's always the summer. It's always one day in the summer it happens, and my AC unit doesn't work, and my body is giving me that feeling of chills to trying to cool me down, but I know I'm hot as fuck. It always happens, yeah.
Yeah. No, I sleep with three fans technically. I got a. You ever heard of a brand called Woozu? It's like a desk fan.
Woozu, I don't think so. Lasco, I think that's the Amazon brand or something
Yeah.
like that. No, not
That's
Woozu though.
no. I got Woozu because funny enough, my sister-in-law put me on it because she bought a bunch for my parents' house whenever she stays there with my nephew, and I used one time when I was there, and it was like it's super powerful, but it's quiet, and that's what I like about it. And no, it's been a game changer. It sits right next to me, like kind of on my desk, and it just blows major cool air at me. And yeah, no,
Damn.
I can never. I guess I can't stress it enough. Wuzu's the play.
I think I know the brand. I have a Vornado. It's a
Yeah.
it's a little like white pill,
Uh
and
huh.
I've had it for years. I've had it since I lived in Tennessee, and I bought it at Walmart. But obviously fans fuck up over years. I've had it for over 5. I might have to stretch them
5 years.
out.
5 years is insane. I feel like 5 years is probably like to the point where it's like you got to put it outside. Yeah, that little air compressor. And just
The worst part, though, you're right. The worst part, to open it, I have to literally risk breaking it because there's no openings for it. Whoever
oh shit.
manufactured it doesn't have openings. I have to get in the front grill and remove it,
Oh no.
and then the clips could break. I've seen
Yeah.
YouTube videos of people doing this, and it's fucked. But yeah, man, I might have to switch the fans. I have 2 Lascos, um, but the Lasco is shooting at me while I'm in bed. I think it's fucked. I mean, they're cheap fans, right?
Yeah, I mean, but that's what they're for. You use them, abuse them, and then when they're done and ready to be changed, you just get a new one because they're. I mean,
Yeah,
they're pretty
exactly.
affordable.
Dude, in the Marine Corps, I had a $20 box fan. That bitch
Oof.
saved my life.
Those
It
are the
saved my
ones,
life.
dude. I honestly, I remember I used to have a box fan that I used to have underneath my my desk, and funny enough, I think you told me a long time ago when I didn't have a PC back then, and I only had a. I think I just had my Xbox, and you told me that you would get a. You had a box fan and you had it underneath your legs, and I remember buying one just for that
Yeah,
reason.
dude. Exactly. The fucking box fan. It ended up breaking. I woke up
Oof.
one day and it was like just making this crazy noise. I had to throw that bitch out in the backyard. But yeah, dude, the box fan. It. I mean, when did I buy it? Like 2015. I had it 2015 all the way up to like 2020. Like it was crazy. Cheap ass like $20 box fan. But I remember I said 2 weeks is kind of a long time. I remember when I was in high school, my counselor. I don't know if you had this, but I had a counselor, and we all had counselors, right? But there was counselors designated for everyone. And my counselor, I remember I went to her right before we got out of school break junior year, right? So junior year going to senior year,
Mhm.
and essentially she was like, there's this thing going on in K State, which is in Manhattan, Kansas. It's about 8 hours away from me, and she was like, "Do you want to go?" I'm like, at that point, I was like, I say yes to whatever. But she was like, you have to invite your friends though. I knew
Ooh.
exactly who she wanted. She wanted me. She wanted my boy Raphael, and she wanted my boy Chuck. I was like, yeah,
Mhm.
I'll let them know. I'll let you know tomorrow. They were like, yeah, man, let's do it. We didn't even know what the fuck we were getting into, dude. It turns out, like, we ended up going. It was during the summer. After fucking the year ended, 2 weeks later, we're at Manhattan, and it's like these kids make a government,
Mhm.
and I ended up in like the House of Representatives. I think Raphael was like in the city council, and Chuck was a judge. And the only reason why Chuck became a judge was because he had to go park his Jeep at a certain spot. So they were like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh, we have no more spots left, so we're just gonna give him that." But dude, that was for 2 weeks. The whole
That's
time,
insane.
I'm like, I didn't do anything. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I wasn't into like politics or anything. But
That's insane.
Raphael was like really passionate about his job. He's like, obviously, if we add more laws, people are gonna break them. That's why our laws keep going up. And then he was all about that. But I don't know how Chuck was. I remember I was fucked, dude. I was like, I didn't do anything because if you know anything about the House of Representatives, we have too many of those motherfuckers versus the Senate that has like half. But dude,
Uh-huh.
I didn't do a damn thing, dude. These people in Congress are getting away with murder. They're just fucking working like 3 months a year, and that's how I felt, dude. I was just on the phone texting my counselor's daughter because I was at the time, I was trying to get with her.
Yeah.
That's honestly the only reason why we got this show ass gig.
Right.
And this thing, I can't remember what it was called, but it was 2 weeks. It was fucking long as fuck. Um, we each had like a head counsel, dude. Mine was chill as fuck. Raphael was chill as fuck. Chuck couldn't leave without permission, so he was stuck like in his little area for a long time. But we were in this university, and I just think how funny it is how like I think 2 weeks is long, but that was
Uh-huh.
probably the longest 2 weeks I ever had.
That sounds like that sounds
It's
insane.
it's it's an experience, right? Because we were trying to create essentially our own government,
Uh-huh.
and we're just like juniors going to be seniors. And this whole time, like me and my friends, we don't give a fuck about government. We don't know anything about government. We have the basic ideals of like laws and how many laws there are and whatever. And yeah, dude, 2 weeks, and it was long as fuck for me. But I am glad that in 2 weeks, Ivan, you're okay. We
Oh
have a
yeah,
lot.
everything's good. Sorry.
We have a few things we want to talk about.
Uh-huh.
I know you're somewhat internet savvy. I'm internet savvy. I'm perma internet, stuck. Um,
Uh-huh.
I was just gonna ask you what you think about, aliens being released, the alien files. I don't know if you see any of that.
Yeah. No, I so it's insane because like I don't know, man. I really want to believe it, but it's also like, not to be a conspiracy side, but like I I got a bit of a passion for military planes and jets,
Mm-hmm.
and with that being said, like there's a reason why a lot of stuff happens in the states because we have certain companies
Oh,
that
so what you're saying is,
I'm not saying that there's not. I'm saying that there's a lot of things that I feel like our class would be saying like, oh, that's a obviously
It's
like a
it's
UFO,
like,
cause
oh, what the fuck is that? Aliens?
but
But it's like a brand new, like, or never before seen aircraft.
in like our B2 stealth bombers, right? Like
Yeah.
back in the day, you probably saw that in the sky, and like, what is that shape? And you don't know until it obviously got released and it's like, oh, this is what we do now, or this is what we have. So, yes, I feel like I do believe on them. I feel like they're real. I feel like with the that with Trump declassifying the files and stuff, I feel like I don't know. It's a bit of both because
You just don't think what he released right now was it. It was like
no, I don't think so. I think
this.
this is like imagine 2,000 page book. This is like the introduction page to it.
Yeah, this was like the 5-page introduction explaining to you what everything else is about.
100%.
Honestly, I agree with you. My only, this isn't gonna happen, but like those, I don't know if you remember this, but like, can you imagine getting reports from like some small ass village in like fucking northern Europe or whatever about like what the fuck they've seen in the sky, like stuff like that. But you're right, like maybe it was our aircraft, and our aircraft, or maybe we're doing some aircraft shit with never before seen shit. You're absolutely right. I actually like that theory. I like the theory a lot.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel like there's still a lot of shit that we can't explain, and um, there's a lot of shit that we can't explain, and there's a lot of shit that like that happens that you're like, okay, at some point it's not a coincidence. But it's also like it's scary to think about like all these things that do get released, and you're like, huh, that's a thing. So if that was so long ago, what's now? You know what I mean? Like what's going on now? What's out there? What are they really hiding? Type shit. You know? I don't know. I'm just intrigued to see like if we would ever get like actual real evidence because I just feel like with in the world nowadays in the world of cameras, CCTVs, all these sorts of like things recording, I feel like at some point they were or if it I feel like we would have seen it now.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean that I don't believe him. I just feel like there's a higher possibility now with how many things are recording out there, how many cameras, how many people like are glued to their phones, like or recording devices, whatever. I feel like nowadays it's. I'm just saying, why haven't we seen anything?
yeah, I agree. Um, the only issue I have is like recent years. Like, when we were growing up, there was videos like crazy. Maybe they were fake, maybe they weren't. But nowadays, you don't really see videos of that. You're right.
Mm-mm.
Like, technology advanced. Why the fuck aren't we capturing this shit?
But like,
Go ahead, go ahead, go
well, I
ahead.
was gonna say, but like, even so, like with this material they're releasing, right? Why keep that classified? Like, now there was that whole thing about like I don't know. There's certain things that they recorded that I'm like, okay, I don't know what that is. That's definitely not a jet. But why keep these things classified? That's my question. Like it's nothing, right? Like it really doesn't show
Yeah,
much.
that's a good question. The only thing I could think of is like maybe they did record something that was crazy and they just haven't released it yet. Because they released a
Yeah.
shit ton of files. I don't know if someone's already gone through everything. But who knows? Maybe they did record something crazy and they just couldn't release it to the public. Or
I
maybe
feel
they're
like
doing.
a lot of it is surveillance systems or kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other countries doing what we kind of do with surveillance and
I also think that like a lot of times they're doing these like ops, and then They see shit and then they can't release it because we don't want them to know what operations we're doing.
Mhm. It's
I
like
I I
black
would I would
black
guess
ops
that
shit.
too. Yeah,
Mhm.
but who knows, man? I mean, until the day comes out that there's a file that says has pictures of this gray man on a fucking bed. I don't know. That would be crazy. That would blow everyone's fucking
But
mind.
like in the world of AI now, like how believable is that going to be now? I feel like we're so congested now with all these
It
AI photos and
it would it would
AI
have
things.
it would have to have like the stamp of like DHS or whatever.
Something
Be like,
crazy.
this is real, and it's like a gray man. He's like laying down on this like autopsy bed, opened up. Some like fucking doctor named like Rosenblatt or some shit.
So happen to be
No,
some
but you're right,
German
dude.
doctor.
Like
It's
like
scary
if
to think about it because, like, I mean, I don't know if you saw that video of Will Smith eating like spaghetti,
yeah, like
and it
what
was it,
2 3 years ago or something like that.
yeah, and it was like the progression of AI, and like now it's like a full on movie.
Yeah. Wait, this honestly is a good transition to the next subject. Like, how do you feel about AI in general?
I think for me, I can't be hypocritical about it because I'm not gonna expose too much of my job. It's nothing crazy, but I work I do work with AI, and a lot of my job does revolve around AI. Um, so I feel like it does have a lot of great capabilities
Mm-hmm.
with like stuff like what we do and helping preventing spreading of forest fires and just fires in general. Um, I think if it's used in those ways, it could be very good. I know it was used in certain Claude was used in certain wars. I know with with Venezuela and Iran. I know Claude was used.
Yeah.
Um, Overall, I think there's a lot of great things that could come with AI. There is a lot of scary things that come from AI. The data centers, the all these farms that they gotta use water to cool.
Yeah.
Uh, all these schools that are seeing an increase in AI, like papers being turned in. I even had one of my coworker. He's 21 years old, super young, but he told me that in high school, he was feeling lazy one time and was like, you know what, I'll have this AI write some paper for me, and he did, and I don't know if it was a paper or just an assignment, helped him with an assignment. Regardless, he had the AI help him, and he said it was the only test that he failed, or excuse me, the only like assignment he failed when he turned it in because he used it. And I feel like a lot of people do rely on like chat or whatever, and I feel like it can become to a point where people just they rely on it too
It's a
much.
crutch. Yeah.
They rely too much, and like people get in relationships with it. That's just insane. I don't know.
I mean that happens everywhere, right? Like
Yeah, I guess
what
you're right.
I know what you're talking about. I think here's what I think. I think AI is inevitable. It's gonna happen. And if we were to ban it, let's say we were tomorrow, everyone's like, "Oh, ban AI, ban AI," and we're like, "Fine, we're gonna ban AI." Guess
Yeah.
who's gonna have AI? Japan, China, EU, and then we're gonna fall behind in technology because that's what technology is, right? Technology is something that makes our human life easier. That's what technology is.
100%. Yep.
Uh, I understand what you're saying that AI would definitely makes fucking our kids retarded, but I agree with that. I think AI is a good tool, but if you rely on it, you are going to be significantly handicapped when it comes to actually critical thinking and stuff like that. Because I know you use AI for your job, and use AI for like everyday things, like help me mod
Hmm.
this. What kind of combos do I need to do this on this game? Like, and it helps me. You laugh, but dude, AI, but AI helps me, dude.
It definitely does. No, I laugh because it's just funny how like you're using it for that, and I'm over here like,
Yeah,
for my job,
yours looks
totally
serious
different.
shit, and I'm over here
But
asking.
but AI is it's so funny how it's used, and it can go from use from that to, hey, help me out with my combos to, hey, what are the calories in this Whopper? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yours is practical use for like actual real shit, versus me
mhm,
using it for I could Google the answer and look for the answer, but
who got?
Grok fucking tells me the answer. So and it's not like it just gives me a bullshit answer. It gives me
Nah,
resources. If I
yeah.
wanted to, I could click on the resources and go through everything. But no, AI is gonna get better. Like you said, like Will Smith, the AI video eating the spaghetti looked like shit 2 or 3 years ago, and now it looks way better. And it's only gonna get better. And the thing is, here's the thing. Let's say in 2 years, people go to this theater and they watch this movie, and then at the end of the movie, it says this was created by AI. But before that, they were like, "Oh, this is the best shit I've ever seen. Holy fuck!" Are they going to change their mind the second they see that was made by AI?
I feel like you will have those haters, but I feel like for the most part, like I feel like people can enjoy it. Not to switch it, but like with the music. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've heard AI music, but there's a lot of AI music that that does it correctly. Because like I'll listen to some songs and then I'll be like, oh, this verse, or they should have switched this and made it like this. And I
Hmm.
feel like AI kind of has figured that out. So I feel like I'm kind of torn on it, and on that, because like it is it is good work, as in the AI did good work, but it was no actual talent, right? But to answer your question, I don't think people. There will be a lot of people that would hate, but I think there'll be people that would be like, "Hey, this can maybe cause actual directors, actual movie makers to actually produce good movies. Like Christopher Nolan style, like really good movies."
Yeah.
And I feel like I think AI has also challenged a lot of things, but it's also, I feel like, has hurt, like with like Photoshop and people who actually you know use that as a job. Companies can now just go and ask chat to make them a flyer or whatever, and it will.
Yeah.
So it's now
I mean, the amount of AI thumbnails I see on YouTube now, they don't
it's
look
insane.
bad, but you can tell they're made of AI, and that's the
You can
problem.
100% tell.
The
But like
problem.
as a viewer, you're just gonna be like, "Oh, that's AI." Click the video, watch it. Boom, that person just got another view,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter if what you thought the AI was weird. As
Yeah.
like we watched the video and it was cool. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Exactly. And then the artists will look at it and they'll fucking seethe because they didn't get paid to make it. But I mean that kind of puts that saying like a 120-pound woman can take down a 260-pound man only because she has a gun. It's the same thing. Like we're in even grounds now.
At first, I was like, "Oh," and then you hit me with the, "She has a gun." Like, you're right.
Like we're even grounds now. Like
No, 100%.
I I think is AI soulless? Yeah, sure. But you need someone right there like writing down like the prompt. And AI will only get better. It's inedible and inedible. It's ineditable. And
Uh huh.
if we don't use it, with like our military, China's gonna use it. Fucking God knows who else is gonna use it, and we're gonna be handicapped. And the data centers, I agree. I think that shit's trash. It's affecting the life of people. They should build those shits in like the middle of nowhere. I heard the cooling for those are good though. So you give them like I don't know 100 gallons of water, and then they keep recycling that same water. I don't think it's that
Yeah.
easy, but
No, I
I
don't think it's that easy.
but I know the data center. I don't know what they're called, data centers, but yeah, I know those shits are fucked. I heard people complain. Um, I
But like
think
if you think about it too, like, and not to cut you off, but like if you think about it too, when it comes to AI, like, what about if you think about it on the medical side, like, um,
yeah. You imagine like
like
fucking a robot doing open heart surgery, and it's like, oh, this is nothing to me.
or like
Versus,
asking like a medical chat or whatever, right? Chat GPT, and like being like, hey, um, this this patient, these are the symptoms they're experiencing. You know what's going on, and like you know what I mean. Like it'll be able to tell you everything that that they have or whatever.
yeah.
And I feel like in the medical side, I feel like it could be a very great tool, and it could be something that would be very useful.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because of that, it could help out with that, and help diagnose people. So I feel like it's going back to your question about AI. I feel like, excuse me, I feel like it's hard because I really want to hate on it, but it's like there's so much good that comes from it. I mean, I use it every day, not even for my work, but like you said, just asking it questions.
Yeah.
But it's
I,
insane, man.
I like I said, it's coming. Get ready. Um, Artists and like voice actors. I because you know how there's liberal voice actors putting their agenda in like anime and video games. That's what I want to get rid of. Artists, I think artists will be around for a little bit because they'll have the distinct um art styles. I think
Yeah.
they'll be okay for a little bit.
Mhm.
But you know, AI will take over. Can you imagine? You know, you're bored. You and your wife or your girlfriend, you're sitting in the living room and you're like, Grok, make me a movie about a dude who saves a princess and he does exactly that and then makes this fucking great AI movie and it's like perfect. It
Mhm.
has like Henry Cavill and fucking Kira Knightley or the fuck whoever you want. But you're the one making the prompt. So you're the one created the movie.
Mhm.
I think that's what the future is gonna be.
Yeah. No, 100%. I 100% agree with you. I
And it's
100%.
not gonna be AI slop. It's just gonna be a normal looking movie. But you know, I hope people who hate AI realize that people hated the typewriter, people hated the computer. It's
It's like
just
a big change, and like people, like you said, people are gonna hate on it. It's a big change, and and when you talked about voice acting, it actually it brought it just reminded me, my one of my coworkers. He's pursuing voice acting,
hmm
and he just recently got real big into like head deep into it, like very passionate. This is what I want to do with my life. Cool. So he's been signing up for classes, and he actually had a class with not a class, but like a one-on-one session with the guy that voices Lee from The Walking Dead, the game.
the Asian
And
guy.
no.
Oh, the black guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he had a one-on-one session with him, but he also just recently had a one-on-one session with what's his the girl that does that voices Ash from Overwatch.
Oh, I forget her name, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
She's in Overwatch. She's in fucking Ratchet and Clank. Oh, whatever the fuck it's called, the newest one.
100%. Yeah, yeah. And and so he was sending me a photo, and it's pretty cool because it's like, he was like, you hear the voices online, and now you're talking to them in person, and it's like it's
Yeah,
such
that's
an
sick.
crazy it's such a crazy thing to think about. So sorry, it just reminded me of that when you mentioned
I
voice
think
acting.
I used to defend voice acting to the death. I used to be like, voice acting is just as good as fucking acting. But then you realize that you have these liberal fucking activists doing voice acting jobs and they're like changing the words and telling these Japanese um they're telling the Japanese like bosses. Oh, I said it perfectly. I translated it perfectly. You didn't. You put your agenda in whatever the fuck you were saying. That's what they do. That's the only problem I have with voice acting now. Is
Uh-huh.
that you're not doing it to build a character. You're doing it to voice and put your own agenda. And
Uh-huh.
that's what I want to get rid of. Recently, I don't know if you've heard of this little game. We'll talk about this here in a little bit later, but there's a game that came out that's called Mixtape. I don't know if you've heard anything about it.
No.
It's supposed to be an indie game, but it has like these songs from the 80s and 70s that are like how are you indie but you have all these games or all these songs, you know?
Yeah.
And then they have I think it's called perpetuity or something like that. Pretty much meaning that you don't have to worry about the licenses because we paid it for life, which is crazy because not even GTA does that. But that's later on the podcast. Um, but yeah, man, I agree with you in everything in AI base. Because AI is going to be in everything. I don't know if you've been on Amazon. AI is on Amazon with Rufus, and it actually helped me out the other day. I was like, because I have this wooden fucking uh entertainment system, right? And
Mhm.
I lost some of the pegs that hold shelves. So I told the AI on Amazon, I'm like, I lost the pegs, the metal pegs that hold the shelves up, and it gave it to me right away. And it's like, oh, here's a pack of 18 for $9. I'm like, damn, I would have never known what the fuck they're called without this AI. It helps a lot. It does. I mean, you're a lame
It does.
man like me, right?
No, it helps out a lot, man. I mean, I
Yeah.
use it with everything. So, yeah, I feel like that's the perfect use for it, right? I need some a quick answer. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, what's this called on Google, and then there's gonna be like 70 fucking links and shit. Nah.
No, yeah, exactly. Like, I don't want to like. This is why I'm like, give me combos for this character. I don't want to watch a fucking 20-minute video of you explaining me why I need to do this. But yeah, dude, I agree with that. I think AI is the future, man. I I also believe the data centers are trash. We need to work on those, but I think they're gonna be trash for a little bit.
Yeah, hit them with the artillery strike.
I wonder how like you know how meatpacking plants were trash in like the 1910s. I don't know if you ever read the book The Jungle in school,
The
but
jungle, that sounds familiar.
meatpacking plants were trash back then, but they became better. And you
Uh,
know nowadays they're like sanitary and there's like everything's cleaned up every 2 weeks or whatever.
huh.
But yeah, man, I think
Oh,
AI is
this
the
yes.
future. I think I think it's not gonna go anywhere. And if you're a hater of AI, you're just a hater of technology. Technology is meant to help people and or make our lives easier, and that's what it is. I can't remember who kept telling me that. It was some professor that I had. It's like, oh, technology is meant to help make things better for humankind. And that's exactly what AI is doing. Us hindering it, us being like, let's ban it. China's not gonna give up on it. They're gonna have fucking AI bots that are gonna kill us. I don't think China should be seen as like an enemy. I think we should see China as an ally, as a rival. But like, we shouldn't go to war with China.
No, I don't think China's scary, man. China's
It really
is
is, and a lot of people say it's a communist country, but I don't know, man.
think
Their kids are getting fat, and they're making like content creators out of other people. I think to an extent, sure, but I think China's all right. I think China's all right where it's at right now.
yeah. Yeah.
I think Japan's their greatest ally. I don't know if you've seen this, but they did some translation shit on Twitter where
Mhm.
Japanese people could communicate with Americans easier.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
for a while, it's like Japanese people were like, "Oh, I want to eat American barbecue," and they were so interested in this. And then I think a week ago, some guy was like, "Oh, this is my truck." He had like a Dodge, and it's like I'm gonna go with my friends to make barbecue, and then he's driving with this fucking lifted up Dodge up in Japan. Some Japanese guy.
That's insane.
Yeah, man, I think Japan's our greatest ally.
Yeah, I mean, they got Dragon Ball Z, and I feel like us Mexicans,
Yeah, yeah.
we share
That's
a bond
that's
and
like the Mexican anime, dude.
it's like we share adoption of Goku.
It's like you know how they say they're like the cartel doesn't do crimes whenever there's a new
Yeah.
episode of Dragon Ball Z released.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's insane because when I was a kid, I remember I was little, right? And
Yeah.
my dad's friends would come over to come talk to my dad, and they talked to me about Dragon Ball Z. Like they knew what the hell was going on. Every single one of them knew what Dragon Ball Z was.
Yeah, I
Because
mean, it's big.
yeah, because nowadays, like I mean, the world is full of shit. But like, if you tell a kid about an anime, he's probably gonna know what the fuck you're talking about. Back then,
100%. Yeah.
you know, you could talk about Dragon Ball Z with a kid. But yeah, dude, I mean, Dragon Ball Z was big for me.
Dragon Ball Z was huge.
It was.
I need to rewatch it now with my girlfriend. I feel like she needs to understand the significance that Dragon Ball Z and Goku and Gohan and all these guys had in my life. Because I actually have my brother and I went to a card shop 2 months ago, and we there was this lady who knitted all these different types of characters, Pokemon, whatever. But she knitted a Krillin, and it was the first time I ever seen like something Krillin related. I feel like Krillin never got love,
Of course
and when
not.
when I saw it, I was like, "It's Krillin!" And she had this big smile on her face, like it was like finally
Dude,
someone like recognizes him.
people hate on Krillin, but he got the baddie at the end.
Yep,
He
100%.
got
And
the baddie.
I ended up buying him, bro. I said, "You're coming home with me." So now he's on my shelf. He sits on the top shelf by himself. He's chilling.
People hate on Krillin, but he got the baddie. He was there in the beginning, and he got the baddie. That's
Krillins a
good.
real one, man.
That's good shit, dude. I don't think I own anything in Dragon Ball. I used to love Dragon Ball Z toys when I was a kid, but I don't have any of the toys that I had back then.
Yeah, I don't have anything. That's like actually, I think my first ever like merchandise
Yeah, Dragon
set
Ball
or
Z
like
like purchase.
merch
Yeah.
at anything Dragon Ball Z. That's my first thing. So I was super happy to see it and like buy it because I was like, hell yeah, Krillin, that's my dog.
I still have because you and Diaz bought me, you and Diaz bought me free rent and bought me a Gojo.
Uh huh.
You guys put those in cases, which is awesome. I have that. I have the cards you guys gave me,
Uh huh.
and I have because those aren't the only Funko Pops I own, but the ones you gave me are the only Funko Pops I have in cases. I should probably buy some more. I have a
Yeah.
rat from Overwatch, the hamster.
Uh huh.
I got him as a gift from someone, which is bigger than the other Funko Pops, believe it or not.
I have a couple Overwatch. I think I have a Junkrat, an Ash,
Oh, Ash is
maybe,
nice.
maybe I got two Junkrats, two different Junkrats, an Ash, and I think maybe a Reaper.
Oh, nice. Diaz used to buy me the tank from Overwatch. I think I have Orisa and Winston, and some like Best Buy special, something like that.
Shouts out to Best Buy.
Yeah, dude, fucking Best Buy, bro. I feel like
What?
Best Buy now is just like a empty zone of area, dude.
Yeah, when I worked there a while ago, it felt like we got so much shit, like so much like inventory coming through, but I feel like it was always being bought out like quickly that like It was always so bare there, man. It looks sad. I
Yeah,
wonder how it is now. It's been
exactly.
like
Because
3 years now.
there's so much shit there, right? And then it's just like no one goes there for to look around. They just go for a specific thing.
They know what they want, or they do like the curbside. Like, why go in? I mean, nowadays with Amazon, that shit's GG's, bro. Like, just order it.
I'll be honest, Amazon's fucking amazing.
It really is, bro.
I
I mean, I don't know if
Amazon's
you've
just
had it where it's like, I go to work at 6 a.m. I remember one time it was like 6:15.
oh, you
I was
same
just
day delivery.
I clocked in. I was like, oh shit, I need something, and I looked it up, and it was like, oh, be here today. I ordered it by like 3 p.m. It was at my doorstep.
Dude, I had that because I live in a smaller town, right?
Hmm.
Um, we had that it's very limited, but I've done that. It's very limited, but I've done that.
Such a crazy thing, bro. Such a crazy experience. And I mean,
Yeah,
right? It's
it's
like DoorDash.
crazy.
It could be like ordering something, but like it's different because
Yeah, but everyone has Amazon Prime though. No one, not everyone has DoorDash Premium or whatever the fuck's called.
yeah, and even so, like I feel like with DoorDash, you're kind of like you don't have like the whole like even like those like niche little things or whatever. You don't have. Sometimes you can't get it same day. You have
Oh
to
yeah,
actually order.
yeah,
It's crazy to think about like with Amazon, you can legit just it just shows up same day.
yeah, 100%.
Insane.
Do you think Amazon Prime is a good product?
Yeah, it is. On some real shit, it really is. I feel
I
like
agree.
if you use it enough, I mean, I don't.
I think
I
everyone should
order
use Amazon Prime at this
you
point, dude.
you get a Twitch sub, you get a fucking
You get access to their TV shows. You get
TV shows, a bunch of shit, and then
same day.
even so, like same day delivery and
Mhm.
all that. Yeah, no, I feel like in this a day and age, Amazon Prime's like one of the things that is needed for sure, hundred percent,
I agree.
1000%.
I think I hope to keep the same price. Like fucking
Oh fuck! Actually, I'm about to get charged. It's GG's. It's like I get charged for the year. I need to switch it.
oh,
I'm
if
about to
you
get
do
charged like
yearly,
I think so. I never switched it when I first signed up for it, so I'm about to get charged like one something.
I mean you save money, but at the same time that's a lot of money. It won't fucking
That's a
impact.
lot of money. Yeah.
Well, Ivan, do you want to take a quick 5 minute break?
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, we're back.
Back.
That wasn't exactly the 1 hour mark, but you know.
It's fine. It's all good.
Um,
It's all good.
I
I have some. I was just gonna add something real quick, just because it reminded me when we were when we were on break. I went and talked to my girlfriend and just kind of see what she was doing, and we were talking about the fact that last time I remember I mentioned that I mentioned how my buddy was on the USS Ford, and
mm-hmm.
he was on deployment. He was on seas for 11 months, over 320 days. They just docked back in Virginia this morning, so they're back
Oh
home.
yeah, Pete
Finally
was
with their
there.
fam. Oop. Oh yeah, Pete. Shout out Pete.
Pete was there.
Yeah, a home dog Pete. Yeah, he was there, and yeah, it's insane because like if you think about it, bro, 320 days.
No, that's more than what we did. We did not. We did 8 months, then it turns to 9 months, and we were bitching. These guys were almost there for a full year.
And I think they were told it was supposed to be 90 days.
That's crazy.
And then they were there for almost a
The,
year. Yeah, I would
the
I would
thing
be
the
insane.
thing is when you're activated like that, if you're the most trained unit, most trained, like I don't know what to call it in the fucking Navy, but you're gonna get used, and that's what happened.
Hmm.
But they
No, I
probably
mean
made a
like
lot of money, honestly, though.
yeah, I mean it was part of like the deterrence, with Iran, middle I'm just reading this kind of off of what I'm
No,
this
no, you're
page.
right, 100%. And they
Middle
definitely
East
were.
combat operations, the Caribbean slash Venezuela related missions.
They were in a
Yeah, of
danger
course.
zone. They probably got combat pay. Like they probably got paid really well. That's
Oh,
just
bro, they
good.
made
Fuck that.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good for them. So you said that your buddy was there.
Yeah, he was sorry. I just took a shooter. Yeah, he's on the boat, and he had his baby. I would say she was about a year when he went in on deployment, or
Damn.
just yeah. And so she's 2 years old, just over 2 years old, and yeah, it's insane. So
Yeah.
he's coming home. Like he left her when she was like obviously still a baby, but like a really small infant to now she's like walking around and stuff.
That's awesome, dude.
I bet it's such a crazy feeling to see that.
It is.
Obviously,
Yeah.
you went through it. It's not like you were asleep or anything, but like you went through the 8 month or not the 8 months, the 11 months. But it's just nah. It'd be such a surreal feeling to think about, like seeing people as they, you come back and yeah, it's insane.
Well, good for him, man. I
Yeah.
hope.
Shouts
Oh
out to all of them. I'm glad everyone's home and they made it back home safe.
yeah. I'm glad your friend's gonna come home to his beautiful children,
Hmm.
and I'm glad they're safe. I'm glad they're all safe. It's tough, dude. They're in the Navy, right? So like they're more mental, I guess. But you know, they were there for a long time, and it sucks a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean 90-day. Told this is gonna be 90 days and it turns into almost a year. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, imagine, dude. Fucking
And at least,
no girl that I would have fucking last that long. They'd be like,
and
"You said
then
90 days."
bitch, it's almost a year. Yeah, no, you know, thankfully he's married to this girl and they had a baby and she's loyal. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
I knew her before I knew him, and she's shouts out to her. She's such a good girl. But I mean, they had to and also go through what was I don't know if you saw, but they had their toilets back up.
Oh, that
Um,
happens all the time.
and then they had a fucking fire inside the laundry room,
Oh, that's crazy. We had a dude
and
like,
people had to sleep on the ground because of that, like, and people's beds burnt. I don't know. It's. I bet they're happy to be back.
Oh,
I'll say that.
100%. They're happy to be back and have a really good paycheck, and I'm glad for them.
Yeah, 100%. I hope they get much needed rest, and I don't know. Do you think it's gonna deter people from re-enlisting?
Nah. I mean, no boots. No, we didn't land and fight, you know.
Yeah, they did some cool shit, anyways.
People call it war, but we're just blowing the fucking retards up, you know.
It was they did a lot of cool stuff, and I'll definitely say that.
Yeah.
But no, shouts
I
out to
I
them. Glad they're home.
I think if you're like, oh, should I enlist, whatever. I think you'll be I think you'll be all right. You don't have to worry about like on ground combat right now.
hmm I mean, everything's just scary because everything's like drones and
Oh, fuck
missiles and
that.
shit like that.
Fuck that, dude.
FPV drones they're scary, man. Like when you really like you see videos. No, it's a scary thing.
Yeah, dude. Fuck that, man. Nah, if no, hell nah.
No, man, because like when you, I've seen videos and it's like it's crazy, like the advancement, but also how good these people are becoming on flying these things, and they're maneuvering these things through buildings, through trenches, through hideouts, and basically landing these things on people's laps. And
It's
I
gonna
don't
be a
know.
fucking e-sport at this point, dude.
And like I don't know, the PTSD of hearing the noise, and it's crazy to see, to compare the PTSD of like how different like eras of war, like how the people, the veterans and stuff, the PTSD they got, like, and from what, it's crazy to see how it is different from different generations of war, different eras.
Yeah, 100%. I think yeah, I don't think they would attack a ship like that, but who knows, man.
Yeah, I mean, luckily that the boat was a big ass boat. It's the biggest boat we got, but I mean, you're still putting, I don't know how many people, thousands of people on that boat still. It's like
Yeah,
a city
a
on
lot.
a
Yeah,
boat.
it really is.
So you're still, you're around a lot of people.
Um,
I wonder I wonder how much, like, I wonder how long that ship's gonna be in maintenance for. I feel like you're gone for that long. You went through that deployment. You went through that stuff. Like what, 6 months?
ship maintenance. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, obviously that's
That was a
depending
good
on
question.
whatever. Yeah.
6 months.
Uh,
That's probably a good estimate. We guys grok. Grok. How long does a USN ship go into maintenance after deployment?
oh shit, six. I'm damn.
2 years, dude. It's fuck because it could be like, oh, you're going to this unit now, and then you deploy again.
So
That,
yeah, I guess it says around 6 months then.
dude, mine would have been right here, 6 to 18 months. Because I went on the Gunston Hall. There's videos of it online. Gunston Hall. Fucking LSD 44. There's videos of it.
Bald head is shiny.
Yeah, LAVs.
Dang.
Dude, that was it, dude.
Damn, look at it. Nice.
Dude. There's a gym right here. We used to go up here for our COC. The smoke pit is in here to the left, right here, behind all
Hmm.
this. Those are smoke pits at.
You said you were on here for 8 months?
Yeah. February till October.
Dang.
Okay, dude.
Dang. Sheesh.
They
Carl
always have rice.
Angelo.
They always have rice. It's they asked the guy one thing. He's like,
It's delicious. Hey, thanks, man. Good review. I, I feel like it would suck to be on it, but then like the memories when you look back, like I feel like those are the memories that like that would be cool to be on like a boat like that.
yeah, dude.
But not for like how like my friend was like, "Oh, you're going to be on there for 90 days." And then nope.
Oh no, that would have sucked dick, dude.
That that's a cool ass boat though. Oof. Oof. Dang. You ever encounter rough seas when you were in that shit?
Yeah, dude. I've been fucking seasick, dude.
Dang. It's a big ass fucking boat, but it's crazy because it's not really that big.
It's small. It's medium
That's what I'm.
sized.
Yeah.
It's hilarious though, dude. That like, because I have it on my on my private fucking Instagram account. Oh, it doesn't show it here. Um, let me see if I can add myself on Instagram.
That's cool though. Like I think about it though, cause like it would be cool to be on a ship, be with your boys and shit.
That's all you have. That's
And
all
like
you
that's
have.
just and like that's like the thing. Like that's like the friendship and shit that you build up with them, and it's like and then you have those memories of like the stupid shit that you guys went through, the tough shit, but also like, man, remember when we were fucking seasick and just barfing everywhere?
Yeah, exactly. I was fucked.
That's
I was fucked, dude. Uh, Like I have an image of it, dude. Uh, following. I accepted it, dude. Mm, 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 mm.
yo, yo, yo.
Hold on, I followed it. Followers. Okay.
Oh shit.
But yeah, dude, that's it's insane.
Bro, you ever like had a moment where when you were in that and like let's say like that little island or whatever, where you're like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, why
mm,
am I here? As in,
yeah.
not more of like this is pointless. No, more of like I was just back home in my room, and now I'm literally on this small island on outside of Greece.
In a way, yeah, because you know, where you're from, right? Like whatever you're from, you're to an extent, you're just the small version of it, right? Because you're like, oh, there's so many people live in my city or town or whatever. But then if you travel in the way where like, I guess a deployment, and you go to this spot and you're like, I I never wanted to come here, but I'm here, and now I'm in a world where essentially, I'm part of it, and I would have never even thought of coming here in the first place.
Yeah,
That's literally it.
yeah, no, 100%.
Hmm. And it's crazy, dude. It's people say small world, but honestly, dude, I think we're the small ones. I think the world is big, but we're the small ones.
100% real, bro.
I
I think about that. I think about that with like the Amazon rainforest. Like, I think about how like there is tribes there that are not even in the Stone Age.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's fucked, dude.
Like that, it's crazy to think about. Imagine showing up to one of them and like showing them things, right? Like showing up with like a Benjamin and having them hit it, right?
You should
Or
show them a clip of like Overwatch grand finals, and they
there
kill
there'll be like
themselves.
you'll see they'll have super, in the Overwatch World Cup or whatever, right? And they're what the fuck they're gonna think?
Yeah, dude, exactly. We live in this world where like we think it's amazing and it's serious, but then you have like the most basic people, and they're just like, who?
Well, okay, imagine this, right? You go into them, you run into the tribe. They're like this is saying they don't kill you on sight, but it's like nighttime. You show up to where they're at, and you know those finger gloves that have the lights at the tips,
Yeah.
and people take them to rave. What if you showed up and you just started like doing stuff with your fingers like that, bro? Oh nah, bro. They would think that you're some sort of. They would kill you. I
They
feel
would.
like, but
Yeah, they would.
and if they didn't, you would be the ruler of the whole place.
You would have to fight them though. That's the thing. It's not like they would surrender to you.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is saying that they don't kill you on sight when they see you, because you're also like,
Yeah, 100%. They would think that you're some like blasphemous shit.
but it's,
So-
it's funny because we can't even imagine what they would think because it's like everything that we know they don't know,
Yeah. And
as
you
in
can't.
like normal stuff. But like when we think about stone tools, like why would I use a stick with a rock on it if I could just use a hammer?
Yeah, exactly.
So, and then also thinking about like how you could probably be dropped in the rainforest and like be somewhere where nobody has ever been.
Because it's that big.
Yeah.
I think the scariest part of the rainforest is like I saw a video of like they're like spot the cheetah or whatever, and it's like hiding, but
Uh
it's
huh.
clearly like camouflage up the ass.
Yeah.
Like you would die. You would
100%.
die just just by nature itself.
100%. 1000%. It's a scary place, man, and it would be. It's like I saw a post somewhere that said like I would love to be hoisted down for like 30 seconds just to look around and then just get taken away. But what do you think would happen if helicopter right flies in, it's hovering there as you're about to get dropped, obviously creating noise because out there, there's not like things that are hiding the noise. People are probably or tries to probably hear you or want to go investigate it. You're slowly getting hoisted down, so now they're seeing you coming down. I mean, that's if they could see out of the canopy, but also like I don't know, what would you see?
It'd be scary, dude, because because you land right and it's dark as fuck, or not even dark, but like it'd be like midday, but like the trees are covering everything. Immediately mosquitoes, immediately bugs, immediately frogs. You don't know what you got yourself into, dude.
No, don't know what you got yourself into. Now you're surrounded by God knows what. I don't know.
Yeah, because
Insane.
we don't even know what's out there probably. Because if a scientist goes out there, he's probably gonna get one tap by a frog.